So low key,
So
Clear 5 shit was right when he was saying
yeah.
that. Don't tell him that though.
That's my ear on the recording.
But no, I actually don't like that vice captain shit. I mean, it's fine, like in the grand scheme of it, but I don't like how there was nothing about him at all. At least they should have like dropped a hint about it, like how in Fairy Tale.
But everyone
about
has vice captains.
Huh?
So it was kind of implied. Every team has vice captains.
That's true.
Then,
just never met Black Clovers. I mean, Black Bulls.
Because they're Black Bulls, so they're just weird. You could have just thought that. Why has nobody said anything about him at all?
I definitely agree that it might be like it comes off very like plot holy, like ass to bring him up. But I will say like why I appreciated it was it gave me a lot of the Fairy Tale vibes. So it brought back that like hype that I had initially when
Mr.
they were
Gun and shit like
Mr.
that.
Gun, and all of them
existed.
existed.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
that was what it gave me. So I was like,
they knew about Mr. Gun and shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like
they didn't. They had never really brought them up. That's the thing. It wasn't until that battle where they were like, "Oh, you thought y'all was like Laxus was the only S-class nigga?" No, there's like,
that's when Fairy Tale was good, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that was the moment that made me fuck with this because I felt like it gave me those Fairy Tale vibes, but I felt like it was executed in a better way because now even though he's the vice captain, one he's strong, but two he's able to like develop Asta. I like the way they introduced him to Asta, which was like you're being a fucking goofy. I liked it was still an ass pull, but at least they did a good job of explaining why he wasn't the fuck around. And niggas only seen him once, so I'm sure probably only like the oldest of or chorus of niggas know of his existence. Yeah. So probably like Henry knows.
Yeah, I guess for Black Bulls it makes sense now because like if you think about Henry, nobody knew he existed either. So also, Yami just be recruiting niggas and don't even tell nobody.
And it fits Yami's personality because he just does whatever the fuck he wants to do. So I felt like it was an ass pull, but I definitely appreciated it because it was just bringing back nostalgia for me of like you said, the hype Fairy Tale. And I just felt like
walked in that bitch and put all them niggas to sleep. Jeez. I was like, who is this nigga?
That was my guy, bro.
And the fact that this guy has control over his demon in this chapter, we at least get some more details, which is like,
right.
I mean, he just really sets the stage for what Asta could be as far as like relationship with the demon. His demon just pops out, says what's up, as opposed to what we're seeing in the Dark Triad, where they're kind of like, in the person's head more or less, controlling some shit. I don't know. It just.
I think he popped them on the fucking captains too, so that nigga kind of cold.
Exactly.
X.
And I'm sure they got an issue with him. Like there's definitely some backstory with some of the other vice captains. I'm sorry, not vice captains, because I think he's up there in terms of strength.
Oh no, yeah, he's got to be. Like if he's actually cool with his devil, I mean that's already like vice captain status alone. Low-key.
Right. My biggest question is why he's not a captain. Probably because my thing is he's probably close in strength, if not up there. There's probably some reason why he's not, and it might be because of the demon shit and the racistness of their fucking country.
No, that's actually a good point by itself. Like so pretty much everything you said before about his like intro, how many hints we got of his existence in the first place. Though again, it was kind of like it was. I thought it was like a perfect combination of pettiness writing, but also it fits in the kind of sense, like that they already built it up, like how much the actual Clover Kingdom hates devils, curse magic, etc. So him being away from the kingdom but still wanting to help, this is pretty much like the perfect middle ground, right? Like everything you said about Yami, about like every member of the Black Bulls not knowing the entire squad of the Black Bulls, again plausible because of Henry. And then as far as like him needing to like teach Asta about the devil stuff, again, like everything like fits so perfectly yet not perfectly that it just kind of works in my opinion. So I'm pretty much just like sitting on the fence, but more side kind of liking him because he just comes off as like a pretty dope character. So I mean, I was ready for it, and like at least like the one hint we did give was that though they haven't hinted toward it in a while, we did see that there was another Black Bulls character at the start of this arc. So it's like, I mean, like, we knew we were gonna get introduced to a new character.
Oh, we did.
Or in some way,
yeah, they
like,
showed
it
him
was way back when, like literally probably close to the start of the arc. We saw like him like just in a cloak, and he just like pops up somewhere from the actual shadows.
Yeah, he merged
right.
from the space.
You know what? I take back everything I said there. So we good.
Oh.
That's all I need. I need some little foreshadow, and I'm good.
Yeah, they definitely foreshadowed.
So I think, I mean, I'm excited for it. Like, this guy looks like he's gonna be an effing monster. So
yeah, I think one theory I'll put out there, and I have another theory after too. But I think potentially there might be some relation to Yami's kingdom in that guy as well. Something about his like style or manner of dress or manner of drawing, I don't know, hints to me that he's different. And I'm not talking just in like the combination with the demon, but like meaning he's not native to the Clover Kingdom. And I'm tossing the theory out there, but I may be way off base because I haven't thoroughly thought through it. But I'm starting to believe that these dark-haired people that look a certain way are not originally from the Clover Kingdom. Because Yami, Charmy even, are all these people who got this like dark-haired aesthetic to them, and we find out they have these like different origins. I could be way off base, but I'm starting to like feel like that's
you low-key feeling the Attack on Titan vibes as far as I kind of see that. Okay.
But yeah, my thought is I don't think he's from. I think when we learn more about him, we're gonna find out he's not either A, from the Clover Kingdom, or B, has some other weird origin.
Yeah, it would make sense, to be honest. I mean, they could. I don't know how much I would really want them to pile it on, but it is like a good opportunity, at least, for a segue into that other world, as far as to like, well, not the world, but like other country or land, as far as to where Yami's to get more background. Considering that he hates
like a good next
the vice captain, I mean, that means that he had to be there like from the get-go somewhere. So like he's like way back into Yami's past. So there I mean, there's opportunity there, if anything.
Yeah. The other thing I would bring up too is, sorry, what'd you say?
It's a good segue to another arc, like after these demons.
Yeah. The other part I would say too is that just bringing up their first interaction in this chapter, this most recent chapter, I am suspicious that everything we've been seeing him do may not actually be his magic, but his demon. Like anything magic related we've seen this guy do so far may be his demon doing that shit. So we might not actually know we might not actually see what his core magic is yet. That's my thought.
I mean, what has he done?
He's just been doing some shit from the shadows, more or less, and this teleporting thing.
Pretty much like shadow manipulation, like Shikamaru, more or less. To be honest.
He might be like Asta and not like have his own magic, maybe. But I doubt it. I guess. Probably has something, right?
That might be a big stretch. I don't know about that one.
No, he might have his own magic, but he might not. He might just use only the demon. Because that's kind of what the Triad does. I mean, they have their own magic. They primarily fight with the demon stuff.
Well, I mean, the biggest mix we've seen was Vanica and Magicula. The other two, in agreement that they don't really use any. Well, I guess Dante. They kind of went into Dante's both magic.
Yeah, until they get their ass beat, then they gotta use everything they have. But for the most part, it seems like they just use the demon stuff anyway.
Well, I mean, like we just saw him, so it's kind of more of a teaser. And since we've already seen him use shadow stuff again, the very intro, it was just smart to just use shadow stuff now to give him, still some more hints of mystery. So, I mean, I definitely think he has it in the pocket again, especially with the kind of XP he probably has with his demon. So, I don't know. I guess you could just call it a common trait to first use demon magic and then use your own if like necessary.
Ooh, Loki, he might have dark magic like Yami.
Huh? Maybe
if they from the same place, and that's like their vibe.
Right. So I mean, it's already a question as far as to why he has a demon in the first place too. So, I mean, the kind of like possibilities like they can actually use with that is pretty endless.
I mean, the fact that he been spying on these niggas for a long ass time.
Facts.
So I mean, Yami knew this was coming, I guess.
And that might be a hint to their origin as well. Maybe them niggas come from the Spade Kingdom, because I think maybe that association with dark magic is a Spade Kingdom trait. So maybe that's why they're like so anti in the Clover Kingdom, because I mean, of all the kingdoms that we heard of so far, like the ones that I would think are the most opposite to the Clover Kingdom's ideals would probably be the Spade Kingdom, because of their dealings with dark magic. Like, I don't think the Diamond Kingdom would be so opposed to that, just from what we've seen from them. Like, they probably against it, but not as crazy as that. Like, the issues with demons are like deep rooted in the lore of the Clover Kingdom, because it's been like since the beginning of their shits. Their first emperor had dealings with them. So my thought is maybe them niggas come from the Spade Kingdom, and that's probably why they don't fuck with Yami, because they're just like, oh, you come from.
Well, no, Yami isn't from the Spade Kingdom. Like, he's from some random. Like, I don't know if they ever said it. They might have.
I've never
from Spade though.
So.
What do you say?
I mean, they never technically confirmed though, did they? So
yeah,
I mean,
I'm on the wiki now. It says Yami is a foreigner from the Hino country, whatever the fuck that is. Hino country.
Huh.
All right.
Then maybe never mind.
We'll figure it out at some point then. Yeah, scratch my theory.